286 days and 76 years of the ongoing genocide of the Palestinian people. We continue to bear witness to the genocide of the Palestinian people, and with those same eyes, we bear hope for their liberation. Over 2 months into our encampment, and UCL is hell-bent on repression, on suppressing us. If they think they can continue to suppress us, continue to suppress our resistance, continue to suppress our calls for liberation that vibrate in the soil beneath us, then let our resistance be so great and be so mighty that we uproot these institutions. Education is the key to changing the world, they told us. Higher education will give us this key, they told us. Why then is my institution contributing to the deprivation of Palestinians from the keys to their homes? For over 2 months, the student movement has faced brutal repression and violence sanctioned by our government and executed by our institutions. These governments that supposedly uphold democracy, that have dangled democracy like a sword over the necks of the global south, that invaded Iraq in the name of democracy, that devastated Afghanistan in the name of democracy, and now sanction the destruction of Palestine in the name of democracy. To them we ask, look inwards. What is the state of your democracy? What is the state of your democracy when elected students are dismissed from their positions by university administration? What is the state of your democracy when students are suspended and face expulsion for exercising their right to protest? We know what the state of their democracy is. We know that their democracy is as vindictive and as fictitious as the democracy claimed by the Zionist regime, in the name of which they perpetrate the massacres to which we bear witness. Our institutions would rather brutalize us and evict us than talk, uphold their own values of diplomacy. They can never, however, evict the hope for liberation from our eyes. They can never arrest the resistance in our smiles. So long as these institutions sit on soil enriched by the blood, sweat and tears of our ancestors, we should expect nothing less from them than their loyalty to oppression. So let these great oppressors be warned that the greater their oppression, the greater our resistance. Let it be known to these institutions that their complicity and moral depravity has taught us more than their classrooms ever could.
So I am a UCL student who is an active part of the encampment, and I am one of the students that were suspended by UCL whose suspension has not yet been lifted. Since I've been suspended, I've been off campus, but every day since then I've been back at these gates to support my encampment, to support my movement, to support our struggle for the liberation of Palestine. So in line with all the institutions and systems of oppression around the world, in America, in Europe, in the UK, UCL, University College London, which we have renamed Genocidal College London, has also acted to brutalize and repress and suppress students rather than engage in conversation to meet our demands. So not only did they suspend 7 students, but they have also issued us with an eviction notice, which the deadline for was yesterday, but today we are still here. Rallying harder than ever and showing UCL that we will not stop and we will not rest. We will not leave. They can take us to court, they can escalate in whatever way, but we will not leave. And even if they forcefully evict us, we will come back stronger in our thousands and in our millions. I guess around the world is that this repression against students that has been increasing now. It's the colonizer's handbook is being exhausted. The oppressor's handbook for methods of repression, methods of oppression is being exhausted. These are the same tactics that were used on students in the 80s and before then. But our movement has only just begun. Our handbook for liberation, our handbook for victory, our handbook for revolution, we are only just beginning to write it. And they may evict the encampments, but that will not stop the struggle, that will not stop our cause for liberation, that will not stop the revolution. It is completely okay to fight a battle against your oppressor, lose it, and then come back stronger and win the war, and that is exactly what we will do. They may evict us, make us lose this small battle, but our methods of resistance, as long as we take our resilience from the people of Gaza, our methods of resistance will come back anew, will come back fresh, and will come back fatal for the institutions that are complicit in genocide and that are hell-bent on funding death and destruction.